Welcome back, everybody, and after doing the Horn of Africa, the Golden Horn achievement, we are going to try to do the Golden Wind... We are going to try to do the Golden Wind achievement by playing as air, taking the gold mines from Mali and Kong, and making half of our income as gold, which is a pretty interesting thing to try to do, and this is going to be my 4th attempt, and there aren't really many ways you can go about this. It's just you have to muscle through going all the way westward, hope you can get strong enough alliances to fight the Songhai early on, or maybe try to cheese it by fighting Kanem Bornu and taking provinces from Songhai in that war without co-belligerating them so they don't bring in Mali, because they always bring in Mali. And well, it's just rough. It's pretty difficult, and like I said, this is going to be my 4th attempt. On the 3rd attempt, I actually managed to get... Can you stop? On the 3rd attempt, I actually managed to get all the way over here into Mali, but then I noticed my gold wasn't making any money, and I don't really know why. So we'll try it again. We'll do our best, and well, let's just jump on into it. The Golden Wind achievement. You're not going out. Stop whining. I know you just want to go out there and bark at other puppies. Alright, so first things first, this kind of sucks because Castina, Kanem Bornu, and Songhai all rivaled us, which means this is gonna be a real uphill battle when it comes to trying to get out of here. In one of my attempts, I was actually able to ally Castina and work from there. And, in the guide I read, it says to Royal Marry Mali, which it won't even let me, but that's because we have to do our estates. Shut up. And that's because we have to do our estates. Now let's see. Have an army that is as big. That's fine by me. We could totally do that. That gets us a morale. What is ideal is if you get a proposal from the emirs that want you to take a province from someone around you, because then you could just start a war on December 11th. But because we're going to have to start spying on people, and I really don't like calling no CB wars because I don't want to have to deal with re-raising the stability, and then we have to core up the provinces anyway. It just, I don't like doing it. So let us start off by doing our estates. Now, let's take a look at who we can ally Let's take a look at who we can ally right now, and we only have 2 options in Yao and Wadai. Wadai, we don't usually get to, we usually don't ally them because they'll go to war or they'll ally someone like Kanem Bornu, and Yao will just take them over, which is perfectly fine. I don't really care what happens over there. Wadai is pretty weak anyway. And they're kind of useless. Yao and Wadai are kind of useless because you need to expand westward. So if you declare on Songhai, they're like, oh, it's too far away, we can't join. But if you declare on Kanem Bornu, who usually allies the Songhai, then they're like, oh yeah, we'll join that war. So usually later on, I would dissolve this alliance, but we'll get there when we get there. I do want to try to get Jene and Yatenga, maybe Wagudagu, someone over here in the middle as an ally, but like I said, it's pretty difficult. We want to try to find someone who has the the same religion as us, Sunni, like Timbuktu, so we can already start by royal marrying Timbuktu. Unfortunately, Mali still doesn't want to royal marry us. They are rivals with Jene and enemy Jolof, so let's see about trying to improve relations with Mali. And that would get us a royal marriage, but we have to wait until the 12th of December to get that. And, well, by that time, they usually ally the Songhai. Yao does want to be our ally, so we'll take that. They have ticked over. They are allied with Timbuktu. We can royal marry them as well. Alright, so now we can ally Timbuktu. Timbuktu is a strong ally to have, but Mali doesn't like Jene, so hopefully we can ally Mali soon. Doesn't look like they like us too much though, and they're guaranteeing Kong, which is weird. I've never seen that before. Songhai is an enemy that we should start spying on, but we should also try to spy on the Songhai's allies. So Castina, or Katsina, is definitely not a bad option here. Spy on them, and see if we can't get an alliance with Mali so we can just crush the Songhai really early on. And then I do want to focus on the admin points because we are going to be, you know, expanding really quickly. So we have to prepare ourselves for that by getting a shitload of admin points. I also forgot to mothball the fort and lower the army maintenance so we can keep making money while we spy on our surroundings and while we try to get this alliance with Mali, although we are pretty far away. They think we're weak, yada yada blah blah blah, but hopefully they don't ally the Songhai and we can actually use them in a war, which would be the first time in, you know, these 4 attempts that we can actually do that. That's a fantastic air. Holy cow. That's the best one we've had so far. And we can ally Mali for the first time in one of these runs. Usually Mali and Songhai ally each other, which is very scary. Anyway, let's see if we can't build up a relationship with Yatenga and just use them as fodder for when we go to war with the Songhai. We can buy the free company, and we can prepare ourselves for this war by... I am trying to ally Yatenga, so like I said, we can just use them as fodder in this war. And yeah, they would join us as well. So let's do this. We can co-belligerate Wadai, and doing that, hopefully they give us control over the capital, so we can vassalize them later and just kind of use them. And it looks like Mali will come into the fight. Very cool. I'm not gonna get there in time, am I? Nope, I did not get there in time. My free company got stack wiped. But I am winning that first battle, not the second battle, and that is a horrible start to this war. We are winning this war pretty handily. Like, let's kick out the Songhai. Come up through here. Let's take as much money as we can. War reps. It doesn't really matter how long the truce is. And they won't give us one more province, will they? Okay, yeah, they will. Perfect. And now we can start spying on Jene. Jene is also an enemy of these surrounding guys, so this might actually be pretty quick. These guys are also, doesn't matter that we didn't co-belligerate them. Let's just take their land. We don't need the capital. We can leave them as a one province minor for someone else to eat up. Get the war reps, get the money, and, you know, that should be, well, I need a Diplo guy, huh? There we go. A little bit more money. That'll help us pay back a lot of these loans that we just took. And just let Mali and everyone else do the work for us. And this means we won't really have to worry about our other borders because those enemies of ours are going to be very, very weakened. Nice. It wasn't a stack wipe, but now we can vassalize Wadai. Have them give me all of their money, become a vassal. And then later on in this campaign, when we have already finished our expansion westward, we'll usually break the alliance with Yao, make Wadai bigger, and then, you know, make them happy. There we go. And now we will be, or our allies rather, will finish them off, and that should be Gucci. The only thing that sucks about bringing all of them into the war at the same time is now you have to wait for all of them to come into another war at a later time. But that's okay. We can hit them with the full annex, all of their money, and sure, let's get rid of this castle because that is not going to help us at all. And the first war is already done. It, a little bit easier than previous runs, which makes me a little mad because some of these runs have been pretty difficult. Now we can rival Jene. And we already have the CB on them, so we could go back to war, or we could go back to war with the Songhai, but no one else would join us. So the ideal thing would probably be buying another free company, now that we have the money for it. and going straight to war with Jene, who is allied to Kong. And almost immediately we can get that gold base, which is... But did we lose an alliance? Mali, Wadai, and Timbuktu. Yes, Yao broke their alliance with us and rivaled us. So that'll make it easier to declare war on them a lot sooner with Wadai and expand Wadai out. So this is actually going super well for us. Actually kind of crazy how well this run has begun. Yes. We have more troops, although they do have cavalry units that we don't have. Can get prestige by not asking for help, but I would be lying if I said I didn't want help. Let's get some Diplo points. Come on, yes. Come on, yes. Wiped them out. Alright, well this kind of sucks because Jene declared, or rather, Timbuktu declared war on Jene after I had wiped out their audience, and now Mali declared war on Kong. So it looks like we're not even going to be able to get there as quickly as I would like. These vultures jumping in and taking all this shit. Actually, they left the gold mine alone, but now I can't actually get to... Well, I could vassalize them. I can vassalize Kong, reclaim their cores from Mali. Can't actually take the province, but we can make them a vassal. Then, like I said, we can reconquer their cores, which is going to be pretty good for us. Oh, wow, they... Yeah. Finally. And what are you guys going to do to them? Okay, you full annex them. We will full annex the rest of them then. So that is annoying that both Timbuktu and Yatenga got in the way of this war, but the fact that we have Kong now is pretty fine. And we do have a border with Mali, so we can also start building a spy network, getting some claims, and making it cheaper to, get in there. Now that we can also start converting, I will take Enforced Unity of Faith and the Religious Culture to get the missionaries more strength. And with that, let's start converting. Urge development. And then we can develop it pretty evenly. I want to spend mostly these 2 points because I want to keep the admin points for, expanding and coring. So feudalism is still a long way away. Go to war over here now. Songhai and Oyo. But we'll be taking out Kano's army pretty quickly first. This is risky. Nice, we won the battle, but we lost the next one. We stack wiped one of their stacks, but then, come on, please, thank you. We got the siege of Kano before their troops actually got here. That's really big. And we could do a gov reform. We can either do civil society or martial society. Martial society is probably better here, but I do like yearly corruption being lower. And that'll save us a lot of money over time. Let's see, do I actually have to fully siege that down? Yeah, I'm gonna have to siege that down. Let's peace out the Songhai. We don't need to full annex them because Yatenga will probably jump on that. There. Now will you take a white piece? Thank you. That's all I needed. Full annexation. 95 monies. Corruption is growing a little bit, but that's okay. Boom. Ollie. So we can do what we did earlier where we just don't care that they aren't co-belligerated. We take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces just to get to those gold bases. Cut them into 3 pieces, and yeah, we can just do that. We can co-belligerate Timbuktu, probably full annex them, and then take whatever we need from Mali, probably in just one war. Well, I don't know. And let's declare this war. This should be the second to last war we need. Songhai is out. Thank you. Let's see if we can knock out Timbuktu after full occupying them. We don't need to take everything. It wouldn't give us everything anyway. We will leave, I guess we won't leave Timbuktu a one province minor. But we will get, not war reps. Oh, yep, we can take war reps. Thank you. It looks like even though the Malians... Oh, nice. Our leader, 355, Absolute Chad, is in the building. Thank goodness. There we go. All right, so we need Bambouk, which is this one. We need Bude, and we need everything else. So that's what we need. And that is the conquests. And there we go. Perfect. And although these borders are quite ugly, to get everything we needed, well, we still need to integrate Kong as well, which I do want to kind of abuse them, maybe go to war with Bonoman. Yeah, let's actually dissolve that alliance. That way we can make Kong a little bit bigger, and then when we integrate them, it'll be nicer. Because they'll core that stuff up and we won't have to. But let's get teched. And now from here, in order to get the achievement, we need to, it's not 50 income, it's 50 balance. So what we need is making, well, I mean, we need 50 income. We need to be making 50 balance, and over half of that is in our gold provinces. So we do have 2 gold provinces right now, and those are going to be needed to be devved up. And that is going to come with teching up is going to get us more from our gold. Contacting the colonial powers is going to get us more from our gold too, because they're going to be wanting that from us. So it is going to take a little while before we can actually get the achievement, but it is something that we are going to be able to get pretty soon. Alright, so yeah, from here, just teching up, consolidating our land, and it's not really a waiting game, it's just a matter of, you know, when we were playing the Golden Horn, we were, you know, on par on the tech. We had already had feudalism, but here we are a bit behind that because we didn't even start with feudalism, which was really annoying. So we had to tech up for feudalism, now we have to tech up for the Renaissance, and from there, after that, that's where we'll be making, you know, building buildings, we start to make all the money back, and that's when we are gonna be able to get this achievement. So, you know, very quickly became the dominant power over here, and it's because we did get lucky with that alliance early on with Mali, being able to take out the Songhai really quick, but now, like I said, we just need to start consolidating everything over here. Wadai, I am going to start integrating. And after that, I don't need to go to war as Kong, but what I do want to do is use them to do a few more wars. Like, give Kong a bunch of provinces so I can integrate them as well, and then once that happens, you know, consolidate all of down here with Kong. But yeah, I just need to continue focusing on my economy, continue focusing on consolidating, continue focusing on clearing out all these rebels, because playing in Africa is literally nothing but rebels after rebels after rebels after rebels. And it gets really fucking annoying after a period of time. Let's promote some of these guys so maybe they can stop spawning rebels. And then there was one more thing I wanted to do. And then boost the stability. Hey everyone, Future Leo here. It was at this point in the video that I didn't realize that I had made or rather in the recording, that I realized that I made a huge mistake. So, I'm just going to have the actual footage playing quickly behind me in the background while I kind of explain what I did wrong. So at the very end, in the last segment you saw, I had already conquered the 3 gold bases. And from there, I didn't really know the math to get it to, 25 gold so I can have 50 gold making. So while I was waiting for the, Diplo points to start deving up those mines and to convert those mines not only to the Sunni religion, but also to an accepted culture, which does get you more money from gold mines, I had continued conquering, consolidating, and eventually conquered all of Central Africa as heir. The problem with that was I was making a shitload of money from things that weren't the gold mines. So I was like, okay, where are other gold mines? I went eastward into Ethiopia and took the 2 gold mines over there from Kaffa and Ethiopia. And then I went down south to the Congo because I don't know if there are actually gold mines down there that aren't, in Zimbabwe, but actually down in the Congo region. And I couldn't find them. So with 5 gold mines, got to the point where I also needed to convert the religion and the culture of the other 2 gold mines in Ethiopia. And from there, I was able to pump up those gold mines, but I still wasn't making enough money. They were still not half of all of the money I needed to be making. So from there, I started tearing down my own buildings to see if that would help me save a little bit of the money that I needed so I can get the achievement. And from there, I was still making too much money from things that weren't gold. I think I was making 40 gold at this point, but I was making too much money from other sources. So I had to unstate every single one of my provinces except for the capital and except for the ones that had gold mines in them. And it was only at that point, and after deleting my armies and kicking all of my advisors and, bringing everything down to 0 income, it was only then that I was able to achieve the Golden Wind. And, it was very, very annoying, very difficult. And what I should have done was just leave it as it was, where, maybe I consolidate Timbuktu and Mali, but that's about it, and leave all of the southern Central African bits up to whatever the hell they were doing, because then I wouldn't have had to struggle so much to try to find more avenues of money, or rather less avenues of money. And overall, that was my huge mistake. And if I were to do this again, I would just take those 3 gold mines. I would not take any other lands other than necessary, and I would not make that mistake again. So I'm going to drop you guys off at the point where I realize that I need to unstate everything and that I need to, keep bringing down the money. And even then I start freaking out about how I completely missed out on the achievement because it wasn't popping up for a few months until I finally did see it pop up. I did get the achievement, and unfortunately there will not be a part 2 to this campaign because after unstating everything and after destroying all my own buildings, there is pretty much no recovering this run because it would take way too much effort to try to catch back up technologically and, core everything back up, that it would just be not worth it. So I'm going to drop you back off there. Now it's at enough development that we can promote its culture. Now I just need the points to actually promote it, because I had to dev up the gold mine. Amhara, Kaffa will be converted soon. That means the gold is almost 50% of what we're actually making. We still do need to save up a bunch of Diplo points so we can just dump all of that gold in there. Either that, or maybe I can change some modifiers around so I get less taxation. Maybe destroy some churches. That would be the way to, cheese it from this spot. But If we can get the gold mines to, what is that? So 33 plus 17 is 50, 56. We need the gold production to get above 56. We need to pump up our gold production up to 50. This has finally been converted, but it's still not making the same amounts as the rest of them. So, I don't know what that's about, but I am going to start pumping the 3 over here. Lobi, which I should probably do that a little more. Lobi, Bude, and Bambuk all need more production. So let's see how close we can get to 50. Pumped them up all by 3, and we only got to 37. You know what? Maybe we should go around and destroy some of our own churches, just so I can say fuck it for the rest of this challenge. I don't want to stay in this any longer than I have to. Maybe if I unstate a lot of places too, like instead of taking down all of those places, I probably should have unstated. Let's see. Still not working. What is going on? Need 50 positive balance, not income. Yes, I have 50 balance. Half of it comes from gold. Making 40 gold, 42 gold, 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2. 50% of my money is coming from gold right now. You look, 42, 81. 50% of it is gold. Maybe I have to wait for the month to tick? Yeah, I think we have to wait for the month to tick. So hopefully this doesn't save the progress on July. All right, let's see. Auto-saved. It didn't work. What is happening? It auto-saved, so I can't even continue this run if I wanted to. Why? It's right here. $42 gold, 70 total income. Oh, my balance. All right, delete army. Delete army. Goodbye. Colonial maintenance 0, use 0, without corruption 0. It still didn't pop up. Are you fucking kidding me? At least 50% gold income. Almost all expensive can be reduced to 0, except for state maintenance. To get enough gold income, controlling and developing 3 gold mines in West Africa should be enough. It wasn't, but now I'm making 40 gold, which is more than half my income, and my balance is over 50, so why didn't I get the achievement? I'm gonna have to take to Twitter about this. Try to harass the devs about it. Well, either way, I think I'm gonna put out this video. This was super, super annoying. Hold on. Honestly, I have no idea why I didn't get it. Let's... Oh, wait! Oh, it just popped up! It just popped up. And I was blocking it on the screen here. Okay. Now I'm less mad, but fuck this run. Fuck EU4. Fuck playing in Africa. Africa sucks. Air sucks. And I'm not looking forward to playing as Mali for that achievement. So... thank you everybody for watching this video. It was a slog, and I hate it. And I don't ever want to play in Africa again. So naturally, that means I'm going to play as the Kongo and do one of their missions. No, let me see. I think the next one I want to try to do is going to be not just pizza. where we play as Naples and become a great power. And Naples is definitely a fun country to play as. I've done it before. Just going through the Papal States and trying to go up into the rest of Italy is a bitch and a half. But that's why, you know, going down through Africa is also another way to do it. But yes, thank you very much for watching this video. I want to drown myself in the Mediterranean Ocean, and look forward to the next one where we play as Naples. Don't ask me to continue this run because it auto-saved after I unstated everything and deleted everything, so there's no way I'm going to continue this run, and in fact, I'm probably going to delete the file unless I want to send it to that one guy who saves disaster saves, and even though this isn't a disaster save, it would just take a million years and all those admin points. But yes, thank you for watching. Goodbye.